and gentlemen, welcome to Capsule Wrestling. This is the official WrestleMania 42 predictions video part 1. Not all the matches have been announced, but 12 matches have been announced. Uh, Two other matches are pretty evident, so I will include them in the predictions. And also the per night matches have also not been announced. So I have tried to arrange them in a logical way where certain matches could take place on night one and certain matches would take place on night two. So I have tried to arrange them logically, and so I'll start my predictions with the night one matches. So yeah, WrestleMania night one matches predictions. The first match is Brock Lesnar versus Obafemi. I think this match opens the WrestleMania. First match of WrestleMania 42, first match of night one. This has been the most perfectly built WrestleMania match this year. They have not put a foot wrong with these two. Brock Lesnar has already made a star out of Obafemi. I think they've had 3 segments till now, and Oba has outshone Brock Lesnar badly in 2 of them. And then one of the segment, obviously Triple H came and took them apart. But at least Brock Lesnar sold the fear of Obafemi in that segment as well. And Brock Lesnar's expressions have been so on point as to depicting the fear, the amazement as to seeing an athlete close to his caliber, maybe beyond his caliber, beyond his physical strength. Uh, Seeing him and then him getting better of Lesnar. So Lesnar has been fantastic. Oba has risen to the occasion brilliantly. It is very easy to become nervous in such situations where you have been put in such a big spotlight against one of the biggest superstars of the past 2 decades. Uh, and you have stood up to it. You haven't fallen under the pressure, and that is a big sign of what things are to come for Obafemi, because WWE clearly has the trust in him. And now the prediction part, I think it's very, very tricky. This could really go either way. This is proper 50-50. Logic would dictate that Obafemi beats Brock Lesnar, but the reports have come that Brock Lesnar does not want to lose before his eventual retirement match, allegedly at SummerSlam, probably against Gunther. Uh, so this becomes very interesting. Now my prediction is that I think the reports came before the Brock Oba interaction happened, and my prediction is that I think Brock Lesnar has probably got impressed by Obafemi, and he clearly sees money in him, and clearly should not have problem in putting him over. Uh, this would be a 50-50 match. I think he would not lose, absolutely. He will not smash Brock Lesnar because he's already done that in the build up to it. Uh, so I think he might get a cheeky victory. But regardless of it, my prediction is that Obafemi beats Brock Lesnar and, yeah, goes on to the path to become a world champion within this year. That is another prediction, but yeah. Moving on to the second match I've placed in night one is AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch. This might not necessarily happen in the second slot, but yeah, this might be the semi-main event of night one, AJ Lee and Becky Lynch. Uh, so I think yes, I think Becky gets her title back. I think that was the whole scheme. I think I had predicted in the Elimination Chamber video as well that AJ will get her title, will get the title, will win the title in Chicago, and then Becky wins the title back in Vegas, because I think Becky is the more regular of two. Clearly is more comfortable on screen with other talents in the ring of the two, and I think she couldn't get back to having the IC title matches and putting people over, and AJ Lee might return for a latter match, but because I think AJ Lee would not continue post Mania. I think she'll take some break and then come back. So maybe they can revisit the story again. Uh, but but yeah, I think for this match, I think Becky gets the better of AJ. It hasn't been the best program of all time. The promos have been sloppy, especially by AJ Lee. But yeah, it is what it is. Still a pretty good match on the paper. So Yeah, should be good. The elimination chamber match was good, so I think that should be better. So yeah, I'm going with Becky Lynch with this one. Moving on to match number 3. So I've put Jelly Roll and Danhausen versus Miz and Kit Wilson. Now this match hasn't been announced yet, but pretty sure. I mean, this two fun matches will be added to the card. One will be the speed match. This is the second match, and I think this will be just fun. Fun stuff happening with Danhausen's WrestleMania debut, Danhausen's WWE debut on WrestleMania, Jelly Rolls, and I think Kit Wilson's WrestleMania debut, and Miz is obviously the veteran in this. So I think this is going to just be a comedy match, and I think, yeah, I mean, it's pretty easy. Jelly Roll and Danhausen will win the match. Should be a fun 5-minute match, nothing more than that. And yeah, Jelly and Danhausen win this one. Moving on to the fourth match, which is the IC title ladder match. This is Penta versus Dragon Lee versus JD McDonough versus Rusev versus, oh my god, this another man. I can't seem to recall this is, but yeah, this the fifth guy, and yeah, I think Penta retains this one. I think this is just for the sickos, for the people, for the die-hard fans of pro wrestling, in-ring wrestling, modern wrestling. So I think they're going to have some really crazy spots in this particular match. Penta, Dragon Lee, JD McDonough himself is pretty crazy. Uh, I don't know what Rusev does here, but yeah, I mean he can play his part, but I think, yeah, I think Penta retains this one. The reign has just started, and he can put banger matches, uh, in the coming months. So yeah, I think Penta wins this one. This is going to be a banger match without a doubt, and Penta wins this one. Yeah, that's a prediction. Moving on to the next match, which is Finn Balor against Dominic Mysterio. This has been a match 3 years in making, or at least since when Dom joined Judgment Day. They've been teasing this dissension since 2 years easily. They haven't pulled the trigger on it, and suddenly they pulled the trigger on it. It was a good moment. But yeah, I mean, still it's a good story. They haven't got a lot of time on the mic to sort of progress the match story. But I think these two are really good superstars, good athletes, and they should put up a good match. The story is there, and I think they still have a couple of weeks to progress that story a bit. As to who is winning this match, I think this is really close. Uh, but I think Finn Balor. I'll go with Dominic Mysterio actually. I think this is not going to be a one part match. I think the Judgment Day will interfere in this match, and they will cause some sort of distraction. Maybe it's Roxanne and Raquel. They don't have matches at WrestleMania, so yeah, they will be the ones who will be distracting here. And yeah, I think Dom wins this one, then Finn will win the second one, and then will be a third rubber match. So yeah, and that will be decided, where the story is going. But for now, I think Dominic Mysterio wins this one, and let's move on to the next match. Uh, well, the next match is Liv Morgan versus Stephanie Wacker for the Women's World Championship. The build has been fantastic, and the chemistry has been absolutely outstanding between these two. For some reason, they have just fitted gloves, a hand in the gloves. They just fitted brilliantly. Both of them, they don't even speak the same language, but yet this has been a very good feud till now. Liv Morgan is obviously one of the best stars. I think many consider Rhea Ripley to be the best current star in WWE. In my opinion, it's Liv Morgan. She's outstanding. Her in-ring work has improved by leaps and bounds, and her mic work and character work is just outstanding. And Stephanie Walker has held her own. She has been brilliant. She's been a brilliant champion. The matches have been fantastic, and I think this one would be the show stealer. This one could be the potential stealer. I still think Brock and Oba, in terms of awe and amazement, would be that match. But in the ring, I think obviously Randy and Cody will be brilliant. But yeah, do not take your eyes off Stephanie and Liv. I think they are going to deliver in a big way. And I do think it's going to be Liv Morgan who wins this match. She defeats Stephanie Walker to win the women's world title, and yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. I think again this is going to be a multi-match program, so maybe Judgment Day appears, maybe not, but regardless, I think Liv does pull off some shenanigans, and she does win this match, and yeah, and this will again be a multi-match program, so they might switch the titles back and forth because Stephanie is clearly a very good champion, but for this one, I'm going to go with Liv Morgan. And there's nothing left but the night one main event. Brilliant story between Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. This has been fantastically built up. I think there are polarizing opinions on this match where people have with the fact that Randy Orton is not getting booed, so people are not praising this build that much. But I totally disagree with that. I think Randy Orton has been fantastic, and he has gotten the reactions what he's gotten, man. I mean, you can't really do much about it. I don't see too much wrong with that because people clearly want to see a change at the top. They clearly want to see Cody out. Uh, I think the reaction would have been, same or similar with pretty much any other top star because people clearly don't want to see Cody as champion. That's the majority consensus, right? So Randy Orton is clearly reaping the fruits of that. Obviously, he's such a great superstar, and for years he hasn't got that top position. Finally, he's going to main event WrestleMania after uh, 12 years. That's crazy. He's just main evented 2 times, and it is going to be his 20th WrestleMania. So that's crazy for somebody who is, called best of all time by many people, many wrestlers included. So I think this has been a fantastically built up match, and there's still a couple of weeks left. I think the Cody Stephanie segment was also pretty interesting. This Friday night on SmackDown, the person who Randy Orton is talking with will be revealed. I'm not sure what is that because I was predicting something big which will be revealed on WrestleMania, but clearly it's not that. So I was predicting it to be Shane McMahon, uh, but they won't just reveal Shane O'Mac on a SmackDown. Maybe it's a ploy to increase ticket sales, but if they're revealing it on SmackDown, then it's not Shane McMahon. I think then it can be Ric Flair. I mean, or a Ted DiBiase. I mean, pretty much I don't see anyone apart from them. Ric Flair also might not be him because he's too old. Probably signed with AEW. So yeah, then it's probably going to be Ted DiBiase. My guess was Shane McMahon, but let's see what happens. But regardless, coming to the match prediction, I think it's going to be Randy Orton. I think he defeats Cody Rhodes and the title changes hands. I've predicted multiple title changes here in this particular night. So it might not happen, but again, going for this individual match, I think Randy Orton defeats Cody Rhodes. He deserves to beat Cody. He deserves the 15th reign. He deserves to be the WWE champion in 2026. And I think again, this is a long story. This might culminate at SummerSlam or next WrestleMania. There might be a title change again in between WrestleMania and SummerSlam. But for WrestleMania, I think Randy defeats Cody with the help of this person, whoever it's going to be. So yeah, I mean, I'm going with Randy Orton on this. And these were the night one predictions. Do let me know your opinions and comments, and stay tuned for the night two predictions. Till then, please like, share, and subscribe, and do not forget I'm going to live stream the WrestleMania. So WrestleMania is going to be a watch along for both the nights. So do tune in for that. And yeah, see ya till then. Goodbye.